Hello, hello. This
Power21.org, Internet Radio.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
Hello, hello. This is Kimmie Kim filling in for Tea Time with Spence, and we have a wonderful guest on the line. And before we begin our show, we're going to say hello to Jerry Royce. How you doing today?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Jerry Royce, live worldwide. So happy to be on Tea Time with T. Spence. But tonight, there's no Tea Time. But tonight, we got Kimmie Kim. Hi, Kimmie Kim. How you doing?
I'm blessed. How about you?
I'm fine. We're going to miss T, but she's busy taking care of business. She want to make sure her broadcasting signal is going to be stronger than ever. I mean, she already had a strong system, but she's going to be even stronger when she come back next week. So she got the technicians out there now working on her system. So she will be back, everybody. I know you guys out there are going to miss her, but she will be back. All right? Cool? All right.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
So we got a special guest, Louise Smith. Wow.
Yeah.
What do you know about Miss Louise Smith? What is her bio saying?
Louise Smith. She is a gospel minister, songwriter, musician, and recording artist who have published musical and literary works. She's an inductee in the South Carolina Arts Commission, the Columbia Writers Alliance, and pen of a Ready Writers Society, of which she is the founder. She is the first author of Kingdom Builders publication, which she is the founder. Some of her accomplishments include 2 musical solo projects called Night Song and Fragrance of a Worshiper. The literary works include a pamphlet called I'm Ready to Say Yes, and Now That I'm In, What's Next? All right, and that is Louise Smith, owner, CEO, founder, Kingdom Published Publication. Welcome to PositivePower21.org with Tea Time T. Spence. What's up?
Oh, what's up? I am thrilled to be hanging out with you all tonight. It's a great evening to rejoice.
Amen. There's nothing like having a fellowship among, mind spirits. So I am blessed to have you on, my sister. I'm on your site, and it's amazing. You have accomplished a lot. Who is Sister Louise Smith?
Well, she's a girl that loves to live. She loves life. I love people. I love to sing. I love to cook. I love to inspire. Oh, that's awesome. Well, we should get together sometime. I'll be thrilled to cook. Yes, cook for you. But I love to inspire, and I love to push.
Well, I got a question. How come your man's so skinny?
Honey, that man has such a metabolism. I be trying to keep up with him, but I have to slow my roll down because girls, I don't know, when they was making the girl section, we look at things and get fat. He just eat them until it's over, and he still gets skinny. So.
All right, okay. I was just asking.
But you skinny too now, okay?
I just got skinny. Yeah, I was 230. Now I'm down to 190.
Wow.
Yeah, now my wife is a workaholic, so I don't get to throw down like I used to.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Because after listening to, that's wonderful.
All right, well, I'm gonna sit back and listen to you girl talk. So like T always, it's tea time now. So Jerry was live. Gonna be quiet and this man the controls. Okay, it's all yours.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for allowing me to interview you. I love your website. I love what you're doing. We need definitely to hook up because I do have a magazine. I'm thinking about doing print work. But what got you into the business of publication?
Well, being turned down so many times in traditional publishing, I've been writing, I guess, since I've been about 7 years old. I wrote my first song when I was 6, I think. And in the first grade, and, kids liking it, not really liking me because I was a little cut different, from what they're accustomed to, I guess, or it was just good to rib. But I wrote my first song at that point, and when I was 9, I started playing for a Sunday school choir. Well, I'm sorry, 7 at a Sunday school choir, and then 9 for the church choir, and been growing in that. And what really started me writing stories was I was in love with a show called Medical Center.
Wow.
That was like, you remember that show?
I don't, but I know how it feels to, you want to do a some type of writing because you like a certain show. Like for me, back then, I was into music, and my favorite singer was Diana Ross. So I would just write about Diana Ross and want to be just like her. So I understand on a musical level.
Yeah. My mother sent me to bed because, I don't know, I did something stupid or something she equated as stupid. And so I got punished and sent to bed, and it was the worst punishment because I was in love with the show Medical Center that came on Monday nights at 7 o'clock. And I was just devastated. So I'm laying in bed, I'm crying, and I said, it's okay, I'll write my own story. And so I did, and then my peers got involved, and my teachers got involved. And the next thing you know, I had this really thick manuscript. And my teacher said, so what are you going to do with it now? And I said, I don't know. Maybe we can act it out. She said, well, have you considered sending it off? So then the administration of my junior high school got involved, with the edits and and typed it up for me. And the next thing you know, we're writing. We're writing the Family Weekly to see if someone submits a piece of work, could it be considered for TV, and what do you know? When the answer came back, if it's good enough. And so we sent it over there, and after a while, well, what do you know? They accepted my script. My name was on the caption. I was like the 7th person down, Louise Marie Merritt. But that was exciting. I got royalties from that, even while it was in syndication. But now it's no longer on TV anymore. But that was some freaking experience for some little snotty-nosed kid from South Carolina.
So how does it feel to really make your dream happen? And I know you had to go through some valleys and some dark days, but you got this Kingdom Builders publication, LLC, and I love the name. We're going to talk about the name shortly, but what was the struggle like getting to that, dream? Because there are so many people on here or listening, they're having many dreams that they would like to start, but they have this fear, this fear issue.
Right. Well, I tell you, fear has a 2-part work. You can be afraid not to try, and you can be afraid to try. And I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I've always written the first thing I sent off, outside of that, the first thing I sent off was something to Andre Crouch because I was in love with his music when it first came on. And I was rejected from that, and then I thought, I'll never be a writer. But then, in my area, people liked what I did. And I was going through so many things with my childhood, with my marriage, with, different things in life, and I would, journal it. And I kept trying to get a traditional publishing, but they wasn't looking for my style. Plus, I was a no-name, somebody. So I decided to do it, myself, just get the right people around me. And, of course, it's, you never know how successful you are until every time you try something, you fail at it. But what you can't do is you cannot stop. You must continue on until you reach your goal, of getting it. And nobody can rate that goal for you, so what? My book didn't get noted for a Nobel Peace Prize, or it didn't get noted for this, or it didn't get noted for that. But it's published, people read it, people enjoy it. many slaps on the thighs. It's funny. Oh, my God, my tears are flowing for this because our author wants people to feel what they're saying, want them to see what they're saying. So just if you have a dream, man, do not stop until you reach your goal, until you've done what it is that you need to do in order to get that happening. And there are going to be pitfalls. Anybody read the scriptures and says that Jesus Christ overcame, obstacles in his lifetime, and we have the power to do the same thing.
Amen. And before we take our break at 10 o'clock, I just have a quick question, and then we have to read a letter from our sponsor because we need them. How did you come with the word or your name, Kingdom Builders? That is amazing. I would like to know how did you come about.
Well, it's pretty simple. I'm a King's kid, and what I do, my lifestyle, I would like to promote the kingdom. And so Jesus is a carpenter, and I like to be a part of people building their lives. So that's kind of like how I came up with the name Kingdom Builders Publication.
It's a reflection of what I was looking for when I came up with Elation Magazine. I wanted something that was a reflection of God, and I love the name. And who inspired you to continue on your journey? You know how sometimes you have a cheerleader, you have someone that keeps on telling you you can make it no matter what. Especially when you in that midnight hour and you're going through your Patmos situations and you're like wondering when is this going to happen, because there's so many times you can have given up because that's what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to quit so that his purpose can be fulfilled and not God's. So well, I thank amazing. God for a cheerleading team. My husband is probably my biggest fan. Amen.
And then my children, they will say something profoundly funny or profoundly serious that, puts the water on my face and the water in my belly for life so I can move on. And then, I have, some folk in my church that, inspire me, what's the next thing. And that's a great feel to have, because while you're getting that feel, you also look to your left or to your right, to your front, to your back, and you see somebody else going through the same struggle. So that fuel that's given to you, you now have enough to go and strengthen your sister, strengthen your brother. So come on, let's take this travel together.
Amen.
So that's what I think. Yeah.
Amen. Great replies and answers, because we are in this life for a purpose, and God has given each of one of us a different purpose for His glorification. And I thank you so much for coming on board. We're going to take a quick break, but before we do that, we have Terry Royce, who's going to read us the sponsor for today. What do you have for us?
All right, we got an event coming up. This is not a sponsor, but people send stuff in. We will read it on the air. That's right. This is for Baltimore, Washington, and those who wish to travel from Philly and Delaware. We have the 6th Annual African American Authors and Empowerment Expo. That's right. It's going to be book signings, special panel, workshops, financial empowerment, which is so important, health and wellness, and entertainment, family fun, cool prizes, games, and a Youth Writers Challenge. So it is a free event. They're going to have a speaker there. The author and speaker are going to be Dr. George C. Frazier is going to be there. And this is Saturday, August 15th, so it's coming up. And it's from 11 to 5. And it's going to be some great people there. Matter of fact, Carla Dean, our favorite Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Carla Dean will be there. And the other names I don't recognize, but I'm sure they're great folks, great authors, publishers. It's going to be at the Radisson, North Baltimore. I think that's my bad. It's going to be on Green Spring Drive in Timonium, Maryland, 2004 Green Spring Drive. So everybody knows where that is that's in the area. The website is AAAexpo.net, okay? And also, We got a sponsor. That's right, a church, a spiritual sponsor. That's right. MLCC presents Sherry Grant's hit stage play called Watch Out for Fake Friends. Woo, that sounds like a winner. That's going to be August 22nd. I'm definitely going to try to make that myself. And that's going to be it's going to be videotaped, so I'm assuming they're going to probably be streaming this online. If they don't know, I'm going to talk to them about it. Special live video recording performance. Again, it's August 22nd, starting at 8 o'clock at the MLCC Theater, and I think that is their church because it's on Woodlawn Drive in Baltimore. So if you want more information, you can find Sherry Grant on Facebook. That's right, Sherry Grant. I don't even think she had a pastor in front of her name. It's just Sherry Grant. But that sounds like fun. I think I'm going to try to make that one. All right, that's it for me. And of course, our major sponsor, as always, is the family. That's right, the network. And Louise is part of that family. That's right. You got Kingdoms Builders Publication and Jam Vibes Radio, one of our big sponsors. And don't forget about our gospel music coming out of Florida, providing us with all our gospel independence. That's right. So important because right now we got I can't forget this. You're right, Kimmie. Kim, I had another sponsor. I can't forget about Sector7Incorporated.com. That's right. Kenneth Hutchins, William Benston III, Tanika, that's right, Tanika Joy, our super poet, and also Carrie and Keisha Dreams. That's right, we putting it out there. Keisha Dreams, our rapper, our gospel artist. She has a brand new CD out there and a book called The Survival Kit. Go out there at KeishaDreams.com. That's funny how my brain just started waking up after a while. But anyway, those are all the people who we need to present for tonight's show. Support them. They're supporting us. And we have to support each other to make this thing work. All right, everybody. And don't forget about all the podcasts on PositivePower21.org and Spreaker Radio. That's right. Just type in Jerry Royce Live, and we will come up. You get a chance to hear the Kimmie Kim. That's right. Elations Radio is here tonight in place of T. Spence for tea time. Thanks, T. All right, and get your business taken care of because we want you back now. All right, ladies, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. You guys still here?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
you know
here.
what? I forgot to play. I forgot to play the music. Hold tight, everybody. That's what I forgot. All right, here's a good one right here. We haven't heard this one in a while with Teresa Powell from Our Gospel Music.
Surrounded by the enemy, we won't die. Covered by the blood and we got Adonai. Clapping our hands as we lift him high. Giving up praises only he deserves. Lifting our hands because we know his word. Demons be defeated because our praises hurt. listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
All right, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Jerry Royce Live, filling in for Tea Time, T. Spence. Kimmie Kim, she had to leave because she got a show about to start in a few seconds, so she had to leave our airways. All right, to tend to Elations Radio on PositivePower21.org. So you can check that out on demand. Kimmie Kim is on every night, Monday through Saturday. I don't know how she does it with her two girls, but she does it. And check her out with Rhonda Bello. That's right, Pastor Rhonda Bello, just ordained last month. She has a program with her on Wednesdays. So you guys got to check that show out. I think it's 3 of them that come on that show. There's another sister that comes on there, and they go deep. And don't forget about Pastor Rhonda Bellows. She does Bible study, awesome Bible study. If you don't have a Bible study, don't have a church home, check her out right here on PositivePower21.org. Go right to her show. And she has a bunch of shows out there. So you can probably spend a whole Saturday and Sunday just listening to Pastor Rhonda Bello and her husband. That's right, Senior Pastor Deli Bello, the prayer warrior. If you need some real prayer, you need some healing, check him out because he goes 1 hour every day. He has a special anointing. He can heal you, heal your body, heal your spirit. Check him out. I remember I went into that church. I had a toothache, Louise, and I started to say, Pastor, you lay hands on me. I walked out, forgot the pain was gone.
Yeah.
I'm still feeling good. They told me I need to get my wisdom tooth pulled, but I guess I'm all right now. But I may still need to tend to that real soon, right?
I love them.
Oh, yeah, they so awesome. They are so awesome. And great sponsors for the show. Anytime something fantastic is happening in the Maryland area, they're calling, they're texting, they're emailing. I mean, even check on me during the week if they don't, well, she likes to, really find out what's going on. But I tell them, all right, everybody goes through, their storms. It's not always, something really bad. You just, everybody got their storms they go through, get your teenage kids and, you worry. You worry sometimes. You got a job, you're trying to get a promotion. You may not have gotten it that time. You're going to worry a little bit. That's human. Things happen. So,
it's called LIFE.
That's right. That's what God is here to help you understand.
That's right.
That's right. It's just your journey, part of your journey.
Yes.
That's right.
All infinite God.
Amen. So we're here talking to Louise Smith, CEO, publisher, founder of Kingdom Builders Publishing. All right. Now, we interviewed a number of your authors on the show. How's it been going so far? What is it like being a big-time publisher?
Well, from your eyes or your mouth, you're saying a big-time publisher. I'm just somebody that's in the community to help, people who don't really know how to get started, who don't really, who want to have a good-looking product, who need help in every way. I'm here to render a service to people and to give them an experience that they won't forget. And hopefully that experience will keep them coming back. So the job is a tough job, but I love it. Sometimes you get people who have a great story, but they don't really know how to organize it. They don't really know how to tell the story. People too wordy, or they don't, keep up with their organization, or have so many errors. And then I get things wrong too. There's this one case, Jerry. Oh my God, it happened during the time of the massacre in Charleston. And my aunt and my nephew was in the church. When Dylan came in there and shot it up. Yeah. And so I was messed up, man. I was due to do a send a workout. I sent the original workout, the original script, rather than the formatted one that I couldn't find because it was a mess. So when the proof came back, it came back the wrong book. And so I'm so glad that we didn't order that, because that would have been a hot mess of hell.
Yeah, that's what Proust is for. That's why you get Proust.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, we all have our great stories. We all have our moments. We all have our, exciting moments when, you open that seal and there's your dream sitting in your hand, man.
Yeah.
And that's the feeling that I get to experience with the people that walk the journey. Because there are many people that have great things, but they take it to the ground. They don't release it in the earth. They're too afraid that they'll fail, or they're too afraid that it's not good enough. But, you'll never know how good you are until you get up and try.
That is true. That is so true. Who would have known, this guy, 12 years old, I think I was just going to middle school when CB radios came out. And, man, I remember that Christmas before that, my dad purchased me a set of walkie-talkies. And it's funny because I'm not sure that all my friends, we talked about it before. I don't remember that story, but I remember everybody that I hung out with in the neighborhood had a walkie-talkie. Now, some of us had better walkie-talkies than the other guy, but we were able to talk to each other. We used to play with those things for hours outside, and then you could talk to your friends in your room. It was just so fast. And then I think that spring, we all were graduating from elementary school, and I think that's the correct story. I think we were that age, or maybe I'm wrong. We could have been graduating to high school. Maybe we were going to high school. And then I remember I asked my dad for a base station. I think I was, how sometimes you get a chance to get that big expensive gift because you're going to high school. The gift is bigger. Yeah, it's bigger than the one, when you were leaving elementary going to middle school. And so he bought me a base station. I remember.
Mine was the 8-track.
The 8-track.
Mine was the 8-track. Oh, God.
Yeah, but it's funny because my dad, for him to be a guy that never really, just the one working income that we had, growing up. I remember he bought me a bike that was about $80-something bucks, and then I remember this CB radio. I think he spent like $90 for that. He had to buy an antenna, he had to buy a mic, and he spent some good money for that hobby, And today, look where we at today now, running a full-fledged radio station with good friends like your husband who's running his out of Columbia, South Carolina. You guys just celebrated your 1-year anniversary. How did that feel?
That, Jerry, was amazing. That was so amazing because you go from your mind having a thought, right? And you take that thought and you put that thought on paper, and then you take that paper and you just try it one day. And then you wake up the next day and you try it again and you do it. And 365 days later, you done run up on your anniversary and you invite people, to partake of the happiness with you and the talent. Oh, my God. It was so amazing. Some of the people that he plays on a regular came to help celebrate. We had vendors out there, selling stuff and the food. We had Caribbean food. We had fish. Man, it was the bomb.com. And, and we thank you for sending us your, celebrations, via the YouTube. And, man, we thought we was big stuff. You couldn't tell us no. We felt like we was, on the real spin, like CBN and ABC and CBS.
BT, you like BT.
Yeah, all of that.
That's
yeah,
right,
all
the
of
Royce
that.
ceremony. So you guys were able to, to broadcast the congratulations video and everything. Y'all were able to do that.
Man. Yeah, man. Hey, Papa, he got the what do you call it? He got the projector. Yeah, I got the projector and set it up in the middle of the floor. And at first, there was some problems because, we have this very nice venue, but the plugs weren't conducive all over the room. So you had a wire to a wire to a wire to a wire, But, yeah, it was very enjoyable. And then after that, then I put it up, so we could enjoy, so the people that were there, could enjoy the game and the game.
Wow. I wish I was there, man. Did you guys videotape? Yeah, I was there in spirit. Now, were you guys able to take pictures or videotape?
Yeah,
You didn't show me anything.
Yeah, we did. We just got the pictures yesterday, and I'm going to make a movie about it. You know, put some pictures up on the Facebook, and so everybody can see them. And they're really nice. Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, can't wait to see that. That's going to be awesome. Yeah. Now, if you guys need any help, you know, making that into something really super special, you know, I love doing videos, so I can make a movie out of it for you guys.
All right. Well, thank you for that offer. You don't think I'm not going to take you up on it, huh? I sure am.
Yeah, get me soon, because it's football season for you. You football take up all your time, boy.
Oh, that's true. You know, my grandson is 9, and he had his first event yesterday as a football player, and he was so excited. So we drove about 40 minutes to see him do his little thing.
Oh, wow. So they practicing and everything, getting ready?
Yeah. He had, I think it was like open season or whatever, and they had like 30 minutes, all these different teams get together. I know it's a proper name, but I'm not
they started early. They must start. So when do they start school?
School starts Tuesday.
Oh wow, that's why. Okay, because our kids, the school doesn't start till like the last weekend in a week before Labor Day.
Yeah, well that's how it used to be in South, but somebody had a brilliant idea, so hey.
Yeah, right. We used to wait until Labor Day to go back to school. Everybody got their last trip on Labor Day weekend, and then you know, a lot of people head to the beach because that's the last day for the beach, and I don't know why they do what they do, but you know, it take the fun out of the summer. You know, it's like like college. You know, college go back early. You know. So I guess they said let everybody go back. That's why they
call it a summer vacation, so you can have the summer.
That's right. And see, youth football caught us last year because I think that his first game was Labor Day weekend, which was crazy, and we went away. We were actually at Tom Joyner's event in Orlando.
Wow.
And he was at a football camp there, and I remember it was really hot too. It was really hot week. We had a really hot summer last year. This year it hasn't been that bad because even in the evening here it's been in the 70s. It's in the mid-80s all day, but then it cools off on the field. So the kids lucked up this summer because the first week, man, it was crazy. Kids were passing out and throwing up. And right, because they had to put the pads on. It was like 90-something degrees. But lately the weather has been really pleasant, so hopefully we can get out this thing without no, crazy weather, because sometimes, cool weather brings crazy weather at the same time, too.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true.
So congratulations to your grandson. That's right, football. He's loving it.
Oh, man, Caleb. And he's a Caleb, too.
Yeah.
He had a fumble, and he was so happy and so happy about his, what he's doing on the field. And he ain't but a minute and a second big, but he's got a little power behind him,
Yeah, that's right. Got to eat. Give him that protein. Get his veggies in. That's right. Good for him. Good for him. All right, we ready to play another song. This is one of my favorite songs. I open a lot of my shows with Touch Me by Linton and Louise Smith. This is a short version, but this is a good version. All right, you ready for it?
Thank you.
All right, it's called Touch Me by Linton and Louise Smith. Here we go.
Hey, this is director, producer Alan Wills, and I am on Positive Power 21 with Jerry Royce Live. And when I'm online, I listen to Jerry Royce Live at www.spreaker.com/positivepower21.org. Y'all heard?
All right, we're talking to Louise Smith. That's right, she's right here on positivepower21.org on T. Spence. And I remember we were trying to get you on before, and then we had the big event that went on down in Charleston, South Carolina, so we couldn't do the show. And I think T actually wasn't feeling well herself. But we got you on here now. We're talking about your business, Kingdom Builders Publishing. So tell us, Louise, what's some of the challenges of running a full service publishing company? Like, and I know you got a lot of women that's in your stable. And I think you got one or two guys. Tell us, what's some of the challenges? You know, everybody got to know the good and the bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, the challenge is when you, people, they want it, and they want it right away. They want it instant. Of course, it's a process. Meeting deadlines, because we try to keep up with people's deadlines, because they have something that they want to, they want to accomplish, and they want to get it out at a particular time. So if they're not doing what they need to do, then it pauses me from doing what I need to do. So, like, we have editors that help with the process, and trying to interpret people, what they're really trying to say, because a writer knows what they're trying to say.
That's
but
right.
When they're not relating it on paper, and we're having a problem, which means your audience is going to have a problem. So trying to get the pure understanding where it will flow and where it will read well, I think that's probably the most challenging, because, it's people's baby.
That's right.
And, this lady, she won a publishing, and, she's a great writer, poetry, but now she's trying to write a book. And so when she got her edits back, she was horrified, because it's like every line she had something going on. And so then you have to encourage her to say, well, it's a great story. Let's just see, can we tell it in a way that a reader would enjoy reading it, and not throw it on the heap or file it in 13. So getting over that, and you have to stroke people and help them understand that everybody has a story. Everybody's story is worth telling, but you have to tell it in a way that the readers would appreciate, and it'll feel good to you, So that's probably one of the bigger pitfalls.
Yeah, and I know what you're going through, because my dad, our family owned a publishing company where we help people, with their manuscript, their raw manuscript, and put in the finished version, something that they can be proud of, their legacy, So, like you said, it's that person's vision, their dream, and something they probably was pondering over for years, and somebody encouraged them to do it, and even though you're not charging what you really worth to do that, but you try to make sure you come up with the best product possible. So that's what we did. We try to streamline the cost. Of course, there was no way to avoid back in the day when we were doing it. You had to get the book printed. E-books, nothing like it is today. I think they did have some versions, PDF versions, but nobody really wanted to read a book on their computer. So so you had to have a press run of a minimum of 5,000 books. So, of course, back in them days, people had boxes of books for years to sell,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had to have that money.
If you had, if you had other ideas, man, you could stack several rooms of books. I'm really glad that this is not the era for that now, because you can short order, 10 books or 20 books, You don't have to do it in the thousands anymore.
Yeah,
and
no
that,
thousand. Yeah, you was legit.
Yeah.
You was legit if you had to print 5,000 books. But midway through the business, on-demand printing, Xerox, they came out with a big system, and they was leasing it out to small publishers to try it out at their market, because they were using it mostly for high-speed copying, color copying, and then that when the technology came along for it to be in full color, to do paperback covers, I was like, whoa, man, that opened up a whole stream of income for us.
in the world.
A lot of, we were busy. It was incredible, but it looks like the way it looked, you could see that it was going to tear up some businesses though, because the technology just was getting better and better and faster, and then that's what happened when the internet came along and piped it all in together. Then a lot of printing presses, no more. No more. A lot of them
because
gone.
there's the one R.L. Bryant in our area been doing. I mean, the city, the state, doing books and publications, magazines, periodicals, doing the whole gamut, and they shut down.
Yeah,
they shut down because they couldn't keep up with how the internet was speeding lives up.
That's right. Yeah, because I know I watched this one printer become a giant, and I remember, I think it was called J.L. Lucas. And matter of fact, my deacon was a manager there, and I remember I was talking to him, and he told us that he had called us because I think he was looking for some work for his contracting. But I said, you doing contracting work? He said, yeah, man, Lucas closed down. I was like, what?
Wow.
That place was huge. They had the big contract to print the Ravens program booklet every week. And that was considered a small job, even though they had to print thousands. The stadium holds like 75,000 people or more.
Right.
So that was a big job, and then you're talking about you had a week to get it together. Proofreading and waiting for your client. So I remember the challenges because we used to run a newspaper also, and that's what kind of inspired us.
Deep into publishing, huh?
Yeah, we did that. We came out the gates with that. That was our first business, was doing a news magazine in the community. The churches, and it was funny because my brother and I was talking about this before a couple months ago. We were saying how we feel that it's going to come a time when the church is going to find that it's up to them to bring the unity in the community with small businesses, because small businesses, those guys know how to do the work, but they don't really know how to market a business. They don't have access to those kind of people because they don't have access to mainstream media. And I said the churches is really their media. Like when they have programs or events, those businesses, those guys, they have to advertise in those program booklets. But if a church is only doing one large event per year, it's not really doing them no good.
That's very true. That's very true.
So he has to find a way to, be creative with his marketing. But now with the internet being the way it is, and there's a lot of magazines floating around, a lot of digital magazines. Now, you being a publisher, now do you publish a newsletter? To engage your clients.
Yeah, we publish a newsletter. It's called The Wordsmith. Pardon the pun. My last name is Smith, but. We do a quarterly newsletter, and we have it in our main library, along as it being digital, and we do mail out, or not mail out, but we have some available when we have our quarterly meetings. And if someone desires that it will be, mailed out, then we will do that too. But I'm only 2 years strong. God is blessed that I have about 36 authors, and I treat everyone as if they're the first one, and just trying to be very personable and very engaging and very helpful to them, because that it's the family, it's the family. So I don't do a lot of projects out, like my husband and I, we publish our music, and we have 8 albums, and then I have 3 books. And my church started me doing periodicals and pamphlets, and I went on from there to directing my book. I'm writing one now called Tangerine Truths, and I wrote that after, started writing that after, the horrific deaths of the Charleston 9, Emmanuel 9, and, because we're always talking about little white lies, but truth sometimes, truth isn't always sweet. Some truth is sour sometimes, and we can't run away from the truth. So I erected the name, Tangerine Truths, White Lies and Tangerine Truths.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait for the release of that.
Yeah.
That's right. Promote that right here. That's right. Within the family, the network.
All right.
And speaking of networks, now, have you formed a board? Do you have a council group? Do you have a board of directors that kind of guide you and mentor to you? Tell us about that.
Definitely. If I didn't have a board, because see, I am what you call a right brain, and sometimes I'm even euphoric, so I'll need somebody to keep me level on the ground. And so we have 7 board members, and in December it will be time to do election of officers, and it's every. I appointed the first year, but this is our very first election of officers, and that will run a tenure of 3 years with a shadow at the second year. And I really appreciate everyone in there because, they see things that you don't see. They help keep me grounded, but they help keep the vision going, and that's what I love.
That's right. Now, when you chose these people, did you choose these people or did they choose you?
Some of them chose me. Like my first writer, the first author, Mary Bryant. I mean, it was like she wrote the vision. I mean, she was in there. Whatever I could do. I mean, she was lending herself. She wanted to learn the business. She wanted to learn. She's just loyal and soft-spoken, but strong when she needs to be. I mean, and so first it was she, me, and Papa. And then after I elected Sabrina Brown and another woman, Sandra Harrell. And these women are amazing. And we meet at will or at need be, and get some things accomplished. What I'm very excited about is next year we're going to have another anthology. We did one our first year, but this year, 2016, we're going to do an anthology with the vulnerable and special circumstance community. I have a son. He's 34. He has the Down syndrome. Now,
I'm sorry to hear that.
He don't let you know about any of his, inhibitions or any of that because he lives life to the 100,000 degree power. I mean, he just loves life, and he doesn't really deal with his unhandy situation. He has issues. Of course, he's intellectually challenged, but socially, man, he's on the mark. He calls himself king. He says, God is king, and I am king, and he wears a crown every day. And so he goes to daycare, and his social life is well better than mine. He's always doing something he loves, sports and that kind of thing. But just, the things that I had to deal with in being his parent, the things that I saw him go through when he's physically or when he's, he's so sick because he had 3 pneumonias. He had a congestive heart failure. He had, different challenges. He wore trach for 8 years. So handsome. He's always thinking, I'm going to be in the movies. I'm going to be, because he's so beautiful. And I'm not just saying that from a mother's perspective. It's other people that say that too. And so I want to know about the whole community because it seems that this community gets left out a lot,
right?
Because of the circumstance. So want to hear some of those stories to inspire people that's just having a regular day and think they can't get up. Well, hear some of these stories and get inspired. So we're going to do that, and the proceeds from that is going to go into the Art of the Midlands. It used to stand for the Association for Retarded Children, but they dropped the name and kept the acronym. And so we're going to sow into that organization because they do so many things in the South Carolina area and other places, but we're just feeding it into, our town of the Art of the Midlands to help them with their projects and things.
Yeah, awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, you have to give back. All right.
Absolutely.
Got to do that. Now, Louise, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to listen to a piece by Tanika Joy. She's from Sector 7 Incorporated. It's a big talent search going on. Speaking of talking about talent, I'm glad you reminded me. There is a big talent search going on with Sector7Incorporated.com. Check them out. Tanika actually has a poetry contest, or I wouldn't say a contest, but they're actually looking for some poets to participate in some event that's coming up. So they're looking for writers, actors,
is this
singers,
worldwide?
Worldwide.
Okay.
And they're getting a lot of entries coming from Africa. So I'd like to take the credit from that, but
all right.
So we don't know, but we.
Do you think that I could participate?
Yeah, everybody. That's right. Anybody can participate. Writing. Okay. Like I said, they look for scripts and all that stuff. So check out their website, Sector 7 Inc. That's right, inc.com. So let's check out Tanika real quick. Here she go. And she's the Sade of poetry, I call her. Here we go.
Kids on the playground, watching them is sweet yet amusing. Amazing how they have so much to learn, yet so much to teach to so many adults who lost how to see. Brave little souls, climbing and flipping all around, going up trees, helping each other down. There was 2, now 4, now 10. And each one that shows up is automatically let into this little game that they're playing. Yet they keep making up new rules. But the love of the innocence, I think it's pretty cool. Haven't judged each other yet. Hair don't matter, and they're not checking out each other's outfits. Doesn't matter where they came from, just young souls being free. So, I'm taking this opportunity for a teaching. One kid falls and gets hurt, and they're all by her side, wiping her tears and making sure she's all right. Laughing it off, they're all back at it again. What if us adults, as strangers, were also friends? What a crazy thought, I know. But we've all got some passion we'd like to show. Most hold back for the fear of the thought of others. But these children, that's not how they view one another. Some loud and crazy, some soft and sweet, all eager to see the personality of the next kid that they meet. I suppose after so much life lived, I can understand adults not willing to be so free. But we all can try and be a little more loving. I'll close this with a question. Are you ready for this? If children can unintentionally teach us down to the soul, what is happening in between as they grow? Hey everyone, this is Tanika Gonzalez, spoken word poet. Whenever I'm online, I'm always listening to Jerry Royce Live.
All right, everybody. Sorry about that. I had my mic on mute. Anyway, welcome back. Welcome me back. Don't forget about Tanika Joy. Tanika Joy. You can get Tanika at tanika.sector7inc.com. Find out more about her contest. I think she's running a couple campaigns right now. and they will be in contact with you real soon. More information, check out. They have a couple of videos running about the talent search. You'll see your spot Jay-Z on one of them, and then you got K.O., Kate's super producer. That's right, he the one that made T.I. platinum artist, super famous. The T.I. you see today. Yeah, help. That's right. That brother started out with him. That's right. He started out as a server. That's right. If you want to hear that interview, check out KO right on our platform on Spreaker Radio, episode 380. And also you can listen to the owner and founder of Sector 7 Incorporated, William Benson III, and I think he's episode 375. And also his business manager, Ken Hutchins, very funny guy, very spiritual. And I think you'll get a lot out of that interview. All right, everybody. So we back talking to Louise Smith, Kingdom Builders Publishing Company, and she's also the co-owner of Jams Vibes Radio. So how's that going? What does that feel like to be an owner of a radio station?
Oh, my God. Being married to Mr. Smith and that radio station, man, it's something. I go in the studio and I watch him, and he be having his game face on. Watching him do his thing is just really an amazing thing. I don't really have any of the, the runnings of it, but I pray for him and I encourage him, because some days, boy, he have that head between them hands and the hands resting on his knees, because it can be pretty treacherous, especially having an internet radio station when the lines go down. Oh man, it's everything.
Yeah, it's challenging. It is challenging.
Yeah, it has its great challenges, but for the most part, I think he does an excellent job, and we're certainly glad to be a part of your team. Because
thank you.
I mean, we consider you like the sun, the moon, and the stars with this thing. I mean, you're very good at what you do.
Thank you, Ms. Louise. And I just love this thing. A real passion. Like I told you guys earlier, started out when my dad gave me my first walkie-talkie. I actually asked my dad to let me go to broadcasting school. He said, well, where is it? I said, in D.C. He's like, nope, you got to stay in town. I was like, damn, I had no broadcasting school in Baltimore. So he said, well, check out the community colleges. So, see, that's how much confidence he had in me. Coming out of an engineering high school, you would have thought he would have had more confidence, because I actually built a two-way radio for a science fair and ended up going to Johns Hopkins to represent the state. Yeah.
Wow.
That's right. I didn't win it there, but, it was a lot of, because they couldn't believe a kid, young black kid had done something like that, so they didn't realize I took scrap parts and built a radio that picked up FM and AM stations, and you were able to use it as a two-way system. Yeah, they didn't know.
It's more than just something to do. I mean, you were born for this, Jerry.
That's right.
You were born for this, especially with the fire that's on the inside of you to accomplish those things at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah. And the thing that's so funny about, when you find something that you have a fire for, you find out you have to do all the work, Linton and I spent hours talking, and, sometimes he'll say, oh, Jerry, I don't get it, and I said, but dude, I'm going to send you a video, because, there's videos out on everything. I told him, man, I fixed my wife's television looking at YouTube. You can build a radio station, and them boys tell you everything you need to know out there on YouTube, boy.
Yeah.
So I said, look. I told him, I said, all you got to do is follow this cat right here. You can't go wrong. I know he ain't never look at them videos, because he come back and answer the same questions. But I said, that's all right. That's all right, Superman. I'm going to let you slide with this one, man. But, some people are visual, and some people just want to go in and just tug it out on their own. They want to hear it, go try it out. But me, I'm visual. I sit there and watch them videos for hours. And then my imagination just be going crazy. I was like, oh, I could do that. I know I could do that. And and I tell people, if it's a dream you have and you really want to pursue it, a lot of the stuff doesn't really take that much money. Of course, sometimes you have to build up to it. Maybe find somebody to invest in your idea, and and work hard to get where you're trying to go. Just like where you are today. I know you putting it in. You putting that work in. It's not going to be easy, but
oh God, no.
With the grind.
I mean, sometimes, Jerry, I stay up all night. I stay up all night, and with me, it's a passion. It's a fire, and I can't let it go until it is accomplished. At least the goal for that, for that segment. And sometimes I equate myself as like, okay, the night and the day, the scripture says, was the first day. So, God put stuff together for 6 days, and when it was finished, He went to sleep. He rested. So that's kind of like what my fire does. Sometimes I admit I forget to eat, I forget to sleep. Sometimes I forget to stand up. I sit in places, a long time. And see, when I have a stroke in 2013. So I mean, sometimes I really struggle in my abilities to move and to walk. So when I'm having a good, clear day, man, I use all of that up.
Yeah,
I use it all up is
right.
what I'm doing.
Right. I hear you. Yeah. Same here. I tell this story all the time. This time last year, I was in a development program, with the federal government, and it was pretty stressful, man. We had to do 4 tours. I think some people did short. I did 6-month tours for each component. You can go anywhere in the United States in this program, but because headquarters, is right in my hometown, I was able to do all my tours here. But you had people traveling from all over the place as far as California, and we were pretty close knit, group. Did lunch together, dinner, but it was pretty stressful. I was seeing what some of them were going through, and not knowing myself, because when you go in these components and they find out that you're coming from program that you're supposed to be one of the elite. You're talking about out of 100 and, let's see what the number. The numbers were in 1,000 applicants, and then it came down to a core group. I think like 130 people maybe that they had to choose this core 22 group from 22 people from, and you were chosen. And then you look at these people, you look around the room and say, wow, what do they bring special to the room? You know what you bring, but how can you, how do you stack up to them? But it wasn't like you really was competing with them. It's when you got into those units, those components, and you had people who didn't make those programs, and they challenge you, what they give you. I mean, I had members in my group tell me they had directors or managers give them work, and then they explain it to them, say, oh, you're in the program, you know how to do this. And they're like, well, what is it? Just throwing cases at them. So, that was the challenge going into those components, them put you on a real marquee scale, and you trying to live up to that, each time you're starting over again, 4 or 5 times. And it was pretty stressful. I got to my last assignment, and I found out I had diabetes, and it was because you worn down. You try not to take off time when you don't have to. My wife had the vacation plan really late in the summer, and I was with a component that said, hey, we really don't take off this time of the year because we got to do this and do that to the system. And I was like, well, I already had put in for this, it's paid for, we put some money on. They said, okay, we'll let you slide. But then that stress along with everything else being thrown at me, and then at the same time I wasn't really eating right. I was still eating like I was when I was in my 20s, because I have young kids and they like chips and pretzels, and then doing 2 radio shows a night, trying to get my episodes, trying to home in on my craft. It wore the body down. So I know what you're talking about. Not exercising, it eventually.
Yeah, man, that's rough on you when you don't do it right. Because when I had the stroke, January 2013, surprisingly, because I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have diabetes, I don't, I'm thick, but I ain't fat. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, you look good.
Thank you. But, I mean, I didn't have, but that day, my blood pressure just went out of the blue, 220 over 190.
Whoa.
And, I mean, it put me on my back for 7 months. That stroke had me down for 7 months. I will to get back. But I'm sure it was because, I'm playing for the church. I'm singing, with Papa. I'm doing, some event. I'm writing, I'm taking care of my special needs son, just doing everything. I am God. The Bible says that God don't sleep and don't slumber. But my hip needs to go to sleep. So after I had a stroke, and it brought reality to me because I could have been dead. There are so many people that fall dead every day because when they have a stroke or they don't take care of themselves.
Yeah.
So
and it's tough. And it's tough being an entrepreneur, It's because you're talking about, oh, my God, my team just won the game. Yeah. Sorry about that. They had to come back. He only had 2 seconds left. He had to run it in.
And you were so calm.
Yeah, I know, but, I had to be cool.
You'll scream after the show, right?
Yeah, 'cause we love winning our first preseason game. But anyway, you being an entrepreneur is stressful enough because you got so many people riding your coattail, your coattail, and people watching you. And they wait, some people are waiting for you to fail because they told you don't do it. The economy, but I always hear millionaires say, "Oh, this is the best economy to start a business. This is the best time of any. And then you're talking about a lot of us in our 40s, our 50s, and our 60s, and a lot of us have worked, have accumulated great skill sets that we can do it. It's just that sometimes it just takes one person to have confidence in you, and sometimes it may just be you having. You may not have that support system from the family. They're not there because they don't understand. They're used to getting up for a 9 to 5, and you like,
right.
I had enough of this 9 to 5. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a security blanket coming in, per month to take care of some of your main bills. At least you say, well, if anything, I have my lights on and my phone is on. And my internet coming in the house, then anything else, you just talk it out with the bank, say, hey, give me the chance, you hear every day how people can go almost a year before the banks can foreclose on their house, and then next thing they refinancing. So, and then you're hearing about all these millionaires who recovered from 3 bankruptcies, and they still getting multi-million-dollar loans to start, enterprises. So I think the world, has changed a lot when it comes to business because they know small business, and it comes out of the White House. They said, small business helps this company thrive. You can't count on the corporations because they decide to shut the door down. You're talking about 3, 4, 5,000 people going to be out of work in that town, and they all from the same community pretty much. And so if you can teach them, empower them on how to start their own business. And then you have a lot of government, state and federal that do business with small business. The money is there. They just need to know how to go about it. So the programs
that's
are out
what
there.
I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn about, these things. I applied for a few things with the South Carolina Business One Stop. Trying to learn all I can learn. It's a lot of stuff to hold in my head, and I take somebody with me that can, if I miss it, maybe you can get it. And so trying to erect, and because what I want to do is I want to be a force in the community that employs people.
That's right.
And show them how to do it. So, because, don't always come here for me to fry your fish or me to give you a fish, How about me give you the tool so you could just go fishing?
That's right. Get it out there. And it's possible for anybody, even, some of the guys that are just being released from prison. I had a few guys on the show that have started their own publishing company. They were taught on the inside, by somebody who had started a company, ended up going back in and told, showed them how to do it because of the way the internet is being powered in social media. And I had one guy that actually had started his own trucking company because he had qualified, to get a CDL. And he actually bought, I think, 2 trucks. And he keeps them on the road, both of them. And at the same time, he was able to start his own virtual publishing company. Now,
wow.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Now, of course, back in the day, which was probably 5 years ago, we had our bricks and mortar publishing companies where people can come on in and inquire about the business, meet your staff. How you operate? Is that possible? Do they have to meet you at Starbucks or Panera Bread, or your business is virtually online?
Well, my business, I do a lot of my business one-on-one, and so, I operate a home office. And so we meet here at my home, or we'll take it to the Lizard Ticket or the McDonald's where there's Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. I don't do a lot of business online, although I do have, I have a small percentage, but most of mine is community, where people can put their hands on. Because, boy, do I hear some horror stories about people who tried to do publishing, online, and when they got their product, they had a great hiccup or a bad oops, and so when you one-on-one with a person, you get to feel their dreams, you get to imagine, you get to see what it is that they're trying to accomplish, and they get to see you, and because there's a trust factor,
That's right.
So I do a lot, most of my business comes from, hands-on personal, and I operated it. Mm-hmm.
And people want that, they putting up their money, they invest their money, they don't want to be communicating with you through Facebook all the time.
Right, and I don't do business. Let me tell you something. This lady, she, I put out an ad, not an ad, but I put on Facebook looking for part-time, work. I needed somebody because I was getting overwhelmed, and I needed somebody to come in and do a few things for me, on campus. And so this lady, she reached out to me, and she was saying, that, she would be good. And so I told her I would send her an application. But see, she reached out to me on Facebook. And I asked her to give me a call. And I don't think that she called me or anyway, she sent me a nasty little message saying, that's the trouble with Christians, they don't follow up. And I was like, first of all, I don't do business on Facebook. I like face-to-face. And, but I don't know, that didn't work out really good for me because I don't really do Facebook like that, right. And I think she might have apologized for being so candid. I'll use that word.
All right. Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a break on Tea Time real quick. T, she like to play music on her show, and they always say, Jerry, you don't play our music in full. All right, that's changing now. I'm playing the whole version. Some of y'all songs kind of long, almost 6 minutes. So anyway, before we take a break, we're gonna have a shout out to Linton Smith at Jam Vibes Radio. Keith Ron Powell, our gospel music in Florida, and his beautiful wife, Teresa Powell. She was the singer on El Shaddai. That was her singing and her band. And they do a lot of their own studio work. So anybody looking for music to be produced, that's what Keith does. He built websites. He do it all. So check him out at igospelmusic.com. And I got a shout out to my sales consultant, Joy Turner. That's right. She's going to be helping us out. That's right. Positive Power will be offering 100 channels. That's right. If you're a minister or a ministry or a young minister just getting started, but you have a powerful message, you're in the devotions and affirmations and Bible study and maybe your own sermons on Sunday, just in your room, we welcome you on our program. So we will have a link available for you real soon, so you can inbox us. That's right, we do business on Facebook. You get inboxes, and we will send you the link out, and you can check us out. We'll have a video presentation for you. There's training videos, so because we do use other software to help power these broadcasts. Everybody has their pet peeves, which ones they like the most. But whichever one works for you. But the main thing is we are powered by Spreaker Radio. That's right, Spreaker Radio. That's right. That's our coffee of choice, and they power this powerful platform, and we appreciate
And it's awesome, too.
That's right. Thank you. And also, that's right, Jam Vibes Radio just went to Spreaker Radio.
Show enough.
That's right. And you catch him 24/7 as he stream some awesome mainstream gospel and jazz music. And also he represents some independents also. So if you're independent, you're really, really good, because you got to be good to be on Superman's platform. That's right. You got to be good. And then, of course, Batman, we stream him on Saturdays. Pretty much all day. But Monday through Friday, you got Kimmie Kim. That's right. On Elations Radio, you heard her today. We have Michelle Edmonds, her sidekick, and she also has her own show on Wednesday. And, of course, we got Tea Time, and they're graduates. That's right, from our radio university. That's right. We have a podcast school. So if you're new and you're on Blog Talk, but you want a little bit more training, that's right, you come join me. That's right, Jerry Royce. That's right. I will put you through the program. As you can tell, listen to Kimmie Kim. She's really, really good at what she does. Her audience size is tremendous. I think we do about 1,000 a week, just her alone. And that's on demand. That does the count for the people that we have to listen to this program overseas through satellite radio. That's right. We all over Africa, Barbados, all Jamaica, Canada, Germany, Italy, Spain, all those places. Nothing to brag about. We just want to let you know that when you come on this program, we're going to promote you. We did a promo over in the Dominican Republic just a couple weeks ago. We did some commercials. We was talking about Jerry Royce Live to the young people. We out there on Facebook with them. And also, you saw us up in New York. We was up in New York in Harlem. That's right, Harlem, New York, at the Harlem Book Fair. And you can go out to the website, and I think Brandon has our videos out there. If not, we will make sure go out to our channel, Jerry Royce Live, check out some of those programs. And don't forget some of the ministers we have here. That's right, Bible study, Bible radio. We have Pastor Rhonda Bello, her husband Deli Bello. That's right, senior pastor of Holy Mountain Ministries, the churches in Greenbelt, Maryland. And don't forget about Pastor Darrell Ham, the anointed one. He brings it. We have 3 powerful sermons out there by him. We have 3 more we about to load, and many more coming. Actually, he's planning to come to Positive Power on a daily basis. This way, he can be bringing a prayer line. He's going to be bringing devotions and his sermons. So we're excited about all of that, especially his man Winslow is going to make it all happen, and his beautiful staff. We had a chance to podcast live. That's right, live at his church, Truth in Life Family Worship Center in Baltimore, Maryland. That's right. There was no riots around there, y'all. I know y'all still thinking Baltimore's still recovering after that. It was nowhere close to him. His building's still standing. That's right. So check them out. And, not to forget, my girl, Pastor Virginia Singleton and Chuck Singleton, they're putting together their podcast. They're going to be broadcasting their own radio station right from their church. I can never remember the name of that church, but they're good people.
It's Church of Divine.
Church of Divine, yes. They can't wait. They're excited. We're excited for them. She can't wait to make it, because she's really good about being on Facebook, just like Pastor Darrell Ham. So you have to use social media to keep people engaged. And this thing going to happen, y'all. This Positive Power 21.org Clean Global Network is flying off the kazoo. That's right. We're actually partnering up with Sector 7 Incorporated. These guys are multimedia publishing company. They dealing with recordings, film, and music. They dealing with super producer K.O. Cates. Remember, that's the guy that made T.I. the guy he is today. They were grinding, and now you get to hear, T.I. He does this thing. He worked with Cash Money. He's worked with Jay-Z, Rockefeller Records, all those guys. Now he decided to walk with Jesus. So now he's offering his platform to people like us, normal people looking for quality broadcast. So he will be bringing production companies to your town. He has a worldwide talent search. You can hit up Tanika. That's right, Tanika.sector7incorporated.com or Kenneth.sector7incorporated.com if you want to find out more information. If you want to find out how good these guys are, check out Keisha Dreams. That's right, Keisha Dreams. Her website is KeishaDreams.com. She has plenty of videos out there on YouTube. This girl is you should have heard her last night on the show I did. We co-hosted the show last night on Survivors. women surviving domestic abuse and molestation and all that kind of stuff with our new client. That's right. Miss Queen Keena Budd was here with her book, and we had an opportunity to talk about her book. I think it was called. I got it right here. Let me tell you about this book. Let me put out there, Keena Budd, KIANA Bud.org. That's right. She has a book out called A Pivotal Relationship, and it's talking about her surviving domestic violence. So it was really, and it hits home. Yeah, it hits home. So she's now a speaker, life coach, and mentor. And again, I got to back up. I can't forget about my other sponsor for the night show. Sorry, hold tight, everybody. We got to get this stuff out. All right, don't forget about Watch Out for Fake Friends, the stage play presented by MLCC, presents Sherry Grant's hit stage play. Right there on Woodlawn Drive, right around that security area, August 22nd, 8 o'clock. You can hit her up on Facebook if you want to travel in town. You can find her. She can make special arrangements for you. Talk to her. She's in the church all day. I had a chance to talk to her today. She will be on the show. Matter of fact, Monday. Oh, I almost forgot about that. She will be on the show Monday with her cast. So you have an opportunity to listen to them talk about this brand new stage play called Watch Out for Fake Friends. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, everybody.
Amazing.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. We're going to listen to Merlin Dunn. And when you come back, we're going to get my girl, my friend, love of our life, Louise Smith. She's holding together for us at Positive Power 21.
Having a good time.
Yeah, having a good time. That's right. And Shirley Ann. That's right. Shirley Ann is going to be entering the radio podcasting school. She always asks me,
Shirley,
you got to go to school. So check it out. And then she comes right out of Jam Vibes Radio, but she's ready to go full time with this thing. Because I think she does a Sunday show with you guys, right, called The Spot, right?
Yeah, The Spot.
Yeah, so she's ready to come out with a brand new show called, not just the Shirley Ann Show, but it's going to go a little deep. Something she can be co-hosting with Tea Time, with T. Spence. So it's something they're talking about, and a number of other women who have gone through some of the things that these women have experienced. So they're going to go deep, man. You can be a little bit of Oprah, a little bit of Dr. Phil, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So, stay tuned. That should be hitting us around September. So we got a fall lineup coming. So much going on at PositivePower21.org. You hear all that, Louise?
Wow,
I didn't even write all this. I didn't write it down. I just, it was all around me on my desk. That's right. And the author.
Well, you don't have to inhale and exhale. I mean, it's all you. It's all right. God, and it's all for the people.
That's right. All for you, guys, for you. Whether you live here in the Maryland area, D.C., Metro, or wherever you're abroad, we appreciate you, though. We love our audience. We appreciate what you guys doing. All right, here we go. We're going to listen to Merlin Dunn. She should be coming to Kimmie Kim show real soon. She's so excited to get her on. So this song is called God Will. Hold tight.
And if you live in defeat, put the devil under your
everyone. This is Tanika Gonzalez, spoken word poet. Whenever I'm online, I'm always listening to Jerry Royce Live. You can find Jerry on www.spreaker.com. Positive Power 21.
All right, we're back. We're back. Jerry Royce Live worldwide on Tea Time with T. Spence. Now, Louise, she apologized, but she had to go. She had a big meeting she had to get to. You know, when you're in the ministry and you got a band and singing and directing music, you know, you never know. You get to guess when you can get them, and we appreciate having her right here. But we got my good friend. That's right. One of the loves of my life is right here. Kimmie Kim is back. What's going on, Kimmie Kim?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How about you, my brother, Jerry Royce? Worldwide.
Awesome. That's right. We was worldwide tonight with Louise Smith. That's right, from Jam Vibes Radio and Kingdom Builders Publishing Company. We had a great show. I'm not used to going this long. You know, T kind of, you know, grew me to going long. I'm used to 50-minute shows, but, you know, T like going like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like T. So it's all good.
And then they keep me on the phone after the show is over for another hour.
Wow.
So I get to turn in
you
early.
get a break, and then on next week you'll be back as normal.
That's right. Now, I'm normally off on Mondays, but we will be doing a special show. I was just telling everybody we got a stage play that's coming to Baltimore. It's being co-sponsored by a gentleman named Chauncey Durham. He's going to be co-sponsoring a play called Watch Out for Fake Friends. Watch Out for Fake Friends. MLCC presents Sherry Grant's hit stage play, Watch Out. So those of you guys that's on Facebook looking for something to do, that's right, August 22nd. And they will be here Monday with a number of the actors and actresses that's going to be in the play. They're going to be right here. And we're going to have a good time on Positive Power 21.org with Jerry Royce Live. And also maybe pass them on to Kimmie Kim if you feel like talking about some stage plays without, that's right, Watch Out for Fake Friends. What you got to say about fake friends, Kimmie Kim?
Well, my true friend is Jesus, so I don't really focus on that. You just sometimes have to pray for those who are your haters, and sometimes I tend to allow my haters to be my motivators. So I don't let them get a piece of my mind, because once that thought enters your mind, they have gained control. So I tend to focus on good things. I know it sounds superficial, but it's so real when you have a relationship. It's easier with God. When you have a relationship with God, it's so much easier with that. If I didn't, I would go crazy. So you always going to have people talking about you and, slandering your name for no reason. You just, have to forgive and move on. You're going to always have those haters, fake people around you. I mean, look at Jesus when, Judah traded him in for silver, not gold, but silver. And you're going to have those things. It hurts. Don't get me wrong, but that's life.
Yep,
you just have to keep on moving.
Yeah, that's right. That's part. Yeah, I mean, and the thing about it, it took me a while to get over it, because you think, when you come out with the world best idea, according to your subconscious mind, that everybody's going to, embrace you and the family or your friends, and they're going to understand what you're doing. And it's like they're not going to be there. Now, sometimes you do have your cheerleaders. You got your cheerleaders in your corner. No matter what you do, it's not bad. It looks good to them, and they right there with you. But then, sometimes, everybody got their own life, and maybe that part of your life is not part of their life. Sometimes you got to understand
and then everybody cannot handle your blessings, too.
Yeah, that's right. Well put. And it took me a while to understand it, because I get to a point where I say, okay, it's my thing, and maybe I'm not on the right track with it. Maybe it's just another learning experience. And
it's a learning experience on a daily basis. It's really daily.
Yeah, that's right. But you know how sometimes you do some things that's just part of your journey. It may not be like the whole thing of all things, but it's like part of your journey. Just like, us getting into podcasting, being part of a network. You know, who would have guessed? You know, you just think you're just having fun. Like you, we found you we found you through a publicist, but you were promoting Elations Radio and magazine. You had your 30-minute program on Mondays in St. Louis, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then tell us about that story. Tell us about that journey.
Well, unfortunately, radio was not part of me and the magazine. I don't know where this came about. I thought I was going to be a CPA, own like a small CPA firm, and help Christian businesses. That was my journey, but God had another route for me. And unfortunately, he put me into a situation where I feel so uncomfortable because I don't know anything about these things, but he is giving me the resources so that I can really be excellent, because I don't believe in doing anything half-stepping. I take it, I give it all. I give it 120% because I believe in when God gives you something to do, you do it at your best because he gives us his best. So I want to return the favor. So this was really not me. That was God. I don't know to this day. I just remember my friend Kimmie Boy was like, come to the radio station. I want to interview you. And I get to the radio station, and it was too late because we got there late. So then he tells me, why don't you think about doing radio? It's like, really? I was like, this was like 2.5 years ago. It's like, radio? I know nothing about radio. I just like music, and I like the DJs. I do, the fresh songs, and, the rest is history. I've been doing it for like 2.5 years, and I've been really having a great time. And I have a passion for radio. Radio allows you to express yourself. And internet radio, oh my goodness, it's amazing.
It is. It's something. It is something. I mean, I'm like still blown away on, where it is today. Because I remember when I first got into this thing, it was like around 2006. And I remember with some really big networks were coming along, but they wanted a lot of money for you to plug into that thing. And I mean, if you went out to it, everybody on their home page were like celebrities or sports athletes that could afford it, because it cost like $30,000 a year to broadcast. And I think they gave you like a time slot. So whatever time slot you purchase, even if it's two to three, that's your time. You can't record it and schedule it. No, you were live, and I'm not even sure if people even had a real radio, a real station with a mic and headphones. I think they actually had called in on a telephone.
They did, and microphones were unheard of until the high technology came into play.
So you remember it? So you remember? I think it was called Blog America or something like that. Some kind of Talk America. Yeah, it was like two of them that were out there. Cause Blog Talk actually was around then too, but it was pretty bad. People calls would drop, and it was it was crazy. And I gave it a try, but I built my own makeshift system. I just record the shows to callers, and then I uploaded to those flash programs that ran on MySpace, and I had one on my website. And the good news was, I was able to market it through social media, because back then social media was Yahoo Groups. You can make friends with people depending on whatever your subject was, whether it was poetry or you're a short story writer. You can find a group, of hobbyists. I guess that's the right word. And you would just, and there'd be thousands of these people, and they would share their stuff. And that's how I built my radio platform back then. I had, a couple military bases were plugged in. And back then, that's when website analysts, they were really good about giving you, like, real numbers on, So I had, like, 500,000 people that was tuning in, because I would get people like Bernadette Standish from Good Times, and I had Chocolate on her. She was with Larry Graham's orchestra, his grand big band thing. So it was a lot of people that were like Where You Are Today type people on the program. But it was enough.
You have a lot of history. Yeah.
It was 2006 to 2009. I ended it because I took a job that was a little demanding, and I wanted to focus on it because I wanted to keep that job because the economy was starting to tank. And you gotta move in different directions. So that's what was up. That's how Jerry Royce got into podcasting, got a chance to.
You love it.
Yeah,
because
love it.
I hear the tone in your voice. It's amazing how you bring so much joy and so much enthusiasm. It's contagious. So you got me really hooked on radio now. It's your fault.
but it's almost like really the people, though. It's really the people that kind of drive you, because just think, Kimmie, you had some really powerful shows the last couple of, you pretty much been podcast with my network, 3 weeks now? Is that right? Right out of graduation?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Oh, my gosh, that's right, because we just had the training class about, wow. So we had the training class, 3 weekends ago or something like that?
Yeah. I didn't know anything about blog radio. Everything is done for me at the radio station. I don't have to do this stuff. But it's fun.
Yeah, you want it right. You want some, and look, I still got to push button fatigue. I guess it's not going to happen. I guess this is what it is. I'm co-host.
No, I think she's going to graduate too. Give her time.
Yeah, we give her time, right? Because she's on a number of programs right now, but I think she just spoiled that she can just sit back and just just host and just do her thing. And she's funny, and I could tell she's really grown too. Listening to Michelle, you guys are so powerful now. It's like the network.
I've been working with Michelle for 2 years though, so we have a relationship. I've been knowing Michelle. She was on 1010 with me until she has to finish doing what she's called to do, which is saving lives.
That's right. But wasn't her segment kind of short though, like 10 minutes?
Yeah, her segment was only 10 minutes, and you can't do anything 10 to 15 minutes. With her, by the time she gets into the juice, you're like, really? Where is the time going?
Yeah, because I heard it today. She was. She was talking about the tapeworms and breaking all the science down on the makeup of your body. I said, that's some powerful stuff right there. Church people need to hear that because we don't know. A lot of us don't know until it's too late. You're already on the table being performed the autopsy on. It's too late now. What? I got 42 pounds of poop in me. You should have told me that when I was living and breathing. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. That was so powerful because
I know.
I didn't know that. Now, I knew about the parasites and all that, but I didn't know about the thread worms and...
Yeah, I believe it. And I'm kind of careful now about washing my fruit off really carefully now. It's funny, she was talking about that.
She said they crave fruit. You have to stay away from fruit.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta stay away from fruit.
Some of the fruits that you're craving, that's because you have worms inside of you.
Well, it's not that I crave it. It's just that I like having a couple pieces of fruit, in my diet because I don't take sugar. I don't eat sugar. Okay. So the only way I can get sugar is through. I like grapefruit, so I just do a grapefruit. Yeah, I do grapefruit, but I wash the grapefruit off really, really well, because I'm handling it with my hands. And I like peaches. I like to have a peach like twice a week. And my doctor said apples are fine. I like apples because they almost give you like that burst of energy. But I've been eating apples since I was young because my family owned an apple tree. So, but we wash it off really, really well. But also, my doctor told me to make sure I do some yogurt, which helps, And I do the detox that she talks about. I do that, and I can see what she's talking about. When she said, check out what you left behind. I was like, whoa.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, I need to talk to her some more, too, because I know sometimes after I feel a little tired the next day, like maybe I'm dehydrated and my back is hurting or something, So I guess I need to.
That's why I go. Like if I have someone who has issues, I'll take them to Michelle because Michelle, she brings it. And on top of that, she's passionate about it. She can talk about serenity all day, every day, same time, same place. She doesn't get tired. That's
right.
Those
Living
type
with
of people
serenity.
You want to be around.
That's right. Check out her show, Living with Serenity. She has a couple shows out there. Now she's you probably find some of her shows over on Kimmie's show because she actually networks with Kimmie on Blog Talk Radio, which streams over to Spreaker Radio. So look at her show. I'll probably be moving some of the stuff over to Michelle's show. So she is on demand for those of you who want to listen to the episodes that she has on our network. She is broadcasting weekly, all right? And then she does the segments on Elation Radio. That's awesome. So powerful.
You'll be blessed. She is
That's
very
right.
blessed.
You will be blessed. That's right. Save your life. Save your... And I lost my gallbladder, so our conversation was a little too late. Like 07, too late. You know, she talked about all of that stuff. Woo.
He is amazing.
Yeah. So check it out, everybody. All right, Kimmie Kim. Now I didn't get a chance to get Miss Linton, Mrs. Louise Linton Smith to do her final thoughts for tonight's show. But so we're gonna hit you up. We're gonna let you take us out with a prayer, your special prayers, if you don't mind doing so.
I don't mind. You know, I love to pray because God has been so good to us. We about to take Jerry Royce live, worldwide. You know, global. You know, people gonna know about the word. I mean, we have so many wonderful ministers like Pastor Bello and ministries and David Ham. Huh? Oh my goodness, he is amazing.
Daryl Ham.
Daryl Ham. I'm so sorry, Brother Ham. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. So many D's.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. We got Derry was here with his powerful Nigerian gospel music. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's been a blessing. I am not going to complain. But let's go to the Lord in prayer. And my brother, I thank you so much for giving me your platform, sharing your platform with me, because of you, I can extend the love that I have for radio in a form of ministry. Because my main goal is to just spread His glory, not mine, because He has just been that good to me. So I thank you so much for that. And I will be forever grateful because, you know, it's a passion of mine. You know, I really want people to understand you don't begin living until you know Him. That's it.
That's right.
Father God, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Do you have anything you want to say, my brother? You're just so awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, my favorite, I just want to share my favorite scripture with everybody, and this is Philippians 4:6. And it say 4:6-7 say, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God your needs, and don't forget to thank Him for His answers. That's right. If you do this, you will experience God's peace, which is far more wonderful than human mind can understand. His peace. Woo! Yes. All right, Kimmie Kim, did you feel the power? Did you feel the power? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's right, the Power 21 right here, y'all. Positive Power 21. Please share this file. PositivePower21.org family, the network. Man, we got some characters on here. We have some fun. We instant message sometime during the week, and just let our hair down. Just letting people know what's up, what's going on. And we hoping to bring a new family member, and Kimmie Kim has been so good with bringing these powerful individuals like T. Spence and Michelle, and we're hoping she's bringing another family member aboard. Hopefully she will accept and join the cast. That's right. And then hopefully soon, prayerfully, we have 100 channels available of powerful ministers. That's right, preaching, Bible study, and devotions, because it's getting so bad out here, and you guys see the news. You hear the news. You talk about it on your jobs. The devil's trying to step it up because he knows the time is coming. Jesus is on His way. So you know what God just did? He just turned the internet over to PositivePower21.org and His family, and we about to drop you ministry 24/7. So you don't have to wait for a Bible study at your church on Wednesday night. You don't have to wait for Sunday night sermon at your church or Sunday, or wait for a one of those revivals, because you can come right here anytime. Just wake up. Just click us on your smartphone. We got an app on the Spreaker Radio, Spreaker.com. Just hit Jerry Royce Live, or your PC, or your Mac. Doesn't matter. Your iPhone. We right there. You got Pastor Ron Bellows bringing Bible study, and Pastor Virginia Singleton, Daryl Ham, the Anointed One, Deli Bello bringing you the powerful prayer to heal your body and your soul. It's all right here. Kimmie Kim bringing the people here, doing devotions, prayers. What can we say, Kimmie Kim? We doing God's work. We spreading the gospel. And we doing what we're supposed to do.
That's what it's about.
That's right. We doing what we're supposed to do. That's right. And we all got weaknesses. We know that. We all fall short, but we gonna pick it back up. That's right.
Amen.
That's right. Just follow the word. Listen to the word. The word will keep you there. That's right. Elation Radio, Positive Power with Jerry Royce Live, T. Spence. Oh, yeah, don't forget about T. Spence bringing empowerment. That's right. She bringing women together who experienced the same type of loss. You know, they lost something that was dear to them. That's right. Something really dear to them. That's right. Something that God has given them that was taken away. She talks about that because a lot of us need to talk about that. We're the last one to go seek mental health therapy. But if you can't afford it,
I go see it. I got a free, and if you need one, I got a free one in St. Louis.
Right. She got a free one. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Hit her up.
I gotta go.
Kimmie Kim up. She will help you out. And also there are books out there too. Don't forget about the young lady had on the show last night, Keena Budd, her new book. That's right, A Pivotal Relationship. A lot of those books are here to help get you started, get you on the right track. Exactly. Your stepping stones, to show courage. Because a lot of us don't talk about it because it's secrets in our family. Hey, you can't live with that secret too long. It's going to destroy you. It's going to mess you up, your subconscious mind. It's going to, it's going to be hard to survive like that. All right? So that's what this program is here, to help heal, help put you together, help put you back together. That's right. Reborn. Save again. Jesus is coming. And also, I can't wait to load that powerful preacher, ministry from Keisha Dreams. That's right, the rapper, the gospel songstress. I can't wait to load that. That was so powerful. All right, and matter of fact, let's hear a little something from Keisha Dreams. She's going to take us out. Thank you so much, Kimmie Kim.
You're welcome. I love you, my brother.
Love you too. And here we go. Keisha Dreams, Sector7Inc.com.
Betrayal was sad, it came from my chest, and the tears from my eyes, but nevertheless, they said that they loved me, but want me to fall. In your presence is where I would go. You hit me all in all. I love them and you tell me how.
Hey, not so ridiculous, but what God did magnificent. And sure to make you more. Took my life and he gave a cure. Blessed so great to make it, sir. Time and time I got it, sir. Winning souls what I'm aiming for. That's what I want to be famous for.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. You took away my scars. My God, it washed for me. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. You cannot see my scars. My God, it took for me. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. It was shocking to me. My mama said it once, then he's not good to me. And later down the road, yes, I left him to be. He said that he loved me, but want me to fall. That's not love, so moving on. Forgive him and trust in God to send me to love me like God.
The pain not so ridiculous, but what God did magnificent. And sure to make you more. Took my life and it gave a cure. Blessed so great and to make you, sir. Time and time I got it, sir. Winning souls what I'm aiming for. That's what I want to be famous for. Yeah.
I'm a survivor. You took away my scars. My God, you washed for me. I'm a survivor. You took it. You cannot see my scars. My God, you took your me. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions, and when I'm in town, I listen to Jerry Royce live, positivepower21.org, where they play my favorite music.
All right, everybody, thank you for joining us on T Spence Show. That's right, tea time. Thank you so much for tuning in. T, we'll be back real soon, real soon. I'm Jerry Royce Live. I'm worldwide. Thank you for tuning in to Jerry Royce Live on PositivePower21.org and Spreaker.com/PositivePower21. This is a Royce Enterprises production. And don't forget about replay on Facebook.com/Jerry Royce Live.